Okay, so on Sunday we talked about mutual funds. They are really great, relatively lower risk investments because you're basically divvying up your investment across a bunch of companies rather than just one. So let's take a look at a really solid company that sells mutual funds that was founded on a better way to manage mutual funds, and that's Vanguard. Now what you're looking at here is a mutual fund from Vanguard that tracks the S&P 500. So this mutual fund has a little bit of the 500 best performing stocks in the market. Now let's take a look over here. The average price of this fund is $504.31 per share. NAV stands for net asset value. It's just the average price of all the companies in the fund. The management style index just means this fund is trying to replicate the performance of the index, and in this case, that's the top 500 companies in the stock market. Okay, let's jump over here. Expense ratio is 0.04%, and that just means that Vanguard will take 0.04% per year as basic operating costs for this fund. That's very reasonable, by the way. Now, this isn't an ad for Vanguard, but by way of reference, Vanguard's expense ratios, according to them, are about 82% lower than the industry average. The minimum investment for this fund is $3,000. So you've got to have at least $3,000 to get into this one. But don't worry, if you don't have $3,000, there are plenty of funds out there that have lower or no minimum investment. Vanguard has target retirement funds that have $1,000 minimum investment. Now let's scroll down to here. Take a look at this. In the last 10 years, the fund has earned on average 12.65% per year. According to the Vanguard site, the expense ratio is already factored into the performance of those returns. There is tons of other data on these pages, but just look out for a few things. The type of fund, are you interested in the companies in that fund? The minimum investment, and the expense ratio. Avoid commissions if at all possible. If a broker is trying to sell you a fund, ask what their management fee is and what their commission is, because all that stuff chews away at your profit, especially when there are companies like Vanguard with simple expense ratios and no other hidden fees. We'll start tying this all together and get you on the path to being a millionaire. See you Sunday.